In fiscal 21-22, Junior Achievement of OKI partners accomplished something that only about 1/3 of the JA areas across the country are able to accomplish, and that is to become a JA 5-star area. This is a significant recognition with key financial measurements such as number of months of cash on hand, debt ratio, other important factors. From a program perspective, the criteria is to serve more students than we did the year before. And I'm happy to report that we did just that this past year, serving more than 41,000 students in our area with a Junior Achievement program. That is significant. But what really matters are those 41,000 individual students that benefited from a Junior Achievement program. In just a minute, you're going to meet one of those JA students. He's a young man who participated in the JA Take Stock in Your Future, classroom program, which is then capped off by a multi-school stock market challenge event. We're about to show a video of the stock market challenge, after which you'll meet Marcus. And I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't point out that Marcus is very open to talking to you tonight about any positions you have that are internships or fellowships or other type of employment. You're all going to want to talk to this young man. He's very sharp. So right now, though, let's show the video of the stock market challenge.
We actually did a story on this young man at Channel 5, and I did not do the story. And you know, we do so many stories, but every now and then one will catch your eye. And so I watched it. We then replayed it on this program I have called Let's Talk Cincy, because it's very impressive. Let me tell you a little bit about Marcus Elliott. Marcus is a recent graduate and valedictorian of Euler School. Last spring, he signed up with his team. It's a team of 4 now to compete in the JA Stock Market Challenge. So it was hosted by Cincinnati State, as you saw, and sponsored by the Binger Foundation. Unfortunately, believe it or not, on the day of the competition, as I said, so the team is 4 people. 3 of them didn't show up. So that team of 4 became a team of 1. A lot of people would have said, I'm not going to do this. But Marcus decided to take on the challenge. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a moment. And so he went on to compete on the national competition and finished 6th in the nation. And so you can imagine that his confidence and his spirit that he brought to the competition earned him a lot of respect. He is a student now over at the University of Cincinnati. Please welcome to the stage Marcus Elliott. So I should also point out, all of you remember Marion Spencer, the civil rights icon here in Cincinnati, former vice mayor for the city of Cincinnati. She passed away a couple of years ago, and they started a scholarship fund over at the University of Cincinnati in her name. And is it a full ride to this?
The scholarship is a full ride, everything, room and board, and next year I get a trip to Tanzania.
That's pretty good. Stay close by, the questions get harder. We also shared some things in that story that I think you should hear, because it's a reminder, and we were talking at the table, it's a reminder, if you have the right support around you, and you have someone like Marcus who says, I'm determined, I'm going to change my circumstance, that will happen. So Marcus, explain to them your situation before you were in high school.
Okay. So, in middle school, I was a straight F student. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I was a straight F student. In my 8th grade year alone, I was suspended 22 times. I never missed a day of school, but I had so many absences, I was tardy from being suspended. That's crazy. They sent a letter home and everything, and I hadn't missed a day of school when I had it. And that 8th grade year, I ended up passing, and I moved in with my mom. And then in 9th grade, I decided I wanted to make a change, and I became a straight A student, and then went on to win valedictorian in my class.
That's pretty impressive. It's impressive because he could have easily just given up. There is a funny part to this. He's having a conversation. I think you're having this conversation with one of your best friends. Tell that part too.
So when we graduated 8th grade, I talked to my friend that had been my best friend since 2nd grade, and I asked him, I said, out of our friend group, who do you think is going to be the one to drop out of high school? And he looked me dead in the eyes and he said, honestly, you. And, back then when he said that to me, I was like, wow, my best friend just told me he thinks I'm going to be to drop out of high school. And at the time, I was kind of upset at him about it, but we're still friends to this day. And he kept it real with me. He told me honestly what it was, and that kind of pushed me as well to hear that, like, how far I had plummeted as a student.
Well, it's good that you have friends who are straight with you like that, and I'm being very serious. And congratulations to you. And I know Mrs. Spencer would be so proud of you, because I think that's what that scholarship is all about. Let's talk about this business thing. You go here, you're by yourself. You thought 3 others were going to be with you. I would imagine you were a little nervous, and did you think about saying, hey, maybe I shouldn't do this?
When they told me my team beforehand, and I kind of planned the night before what everyone's role was going to be, and I was ready for everyone to assume their roles, and we had a good shot at the thing, and then I got there, and then they said, okay, well, you're on this team, and looks like no one's here. And I was like, no, my team's not here. And they was like, yeah, you're the only one. We can find you a replacement team. And I was like, can I just compete by myself? And they was like, are you sure you want to do that? And I was like, it's worth a shot. And then the rest is history.
So you're given a certain amount of money, right, to trade, buy stocks. Talk about your trading strategies.
Well, the first thing that I knew before I even got to the event was they let us invest some money before the event started, and I invested all of my money right away.
How much was
it? $1 million right away. As soon as it started, all of my money, because I felt as if I let my money sit, it's not making any money. So, usually the way the stock market goes, it'll always go up. It'll come down sometimes, but it'll eventually go back up. So I was ready to invest all of it from the start. This is kind of how it went.
Wow. I don't have $1 million with me, but and then talk about JA and how this really has benefited you, because ultimately, we have this dinner, but ultimately it is about you and other young people like yourself benefiting from junior achievement.
Well, when I was in my senior year of high school, like most people, I wanted to go to college, but I had no clue what I was going to do, 0 clue. And the event kind of helped me realize that I was really good with business and stocks and stuff like that. So when I got my admission to the University of Cincinnati, I chose the Lindner College of Business, which is extremely, I don't know what I would have picked if I didn't end up doing the stock market challenge.
Well, good luck to you. Congratulations. I'm glad they had a chance to meet you.
Yeah.
Give Marcus another big round of applause.
It was nice to meet everyone.
And I want his mom to stand up because, you know, the support, you need that family support. That's his mom. We took a camera over to the house the day that he found out that he was going to be a Marion Spencer Scholar. And you could see the look on the face of his mother, how proud she was of him and how excited she was about the potential of his future. So congratulations to them again.